Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is our second week of posting videos every week for 1 year. We trying to get to 1 million subscribers by the end of 2026. So if you haven't already, please press that subscribe button. You definitely won't regret it. We got a lot of good things in the works for you guys. I've had a lot of people asking me for more trading content and how I trade. So starting this week, I'm going to be recording all of my trading sessions and basically doing breakdowns of how I trade, my thought process leading up to a trade, and making videos of that, because I know some of you aren't interested in day trading. So this will also free up more time in my vlogs for entertaining stuff. So yeah, the vlogs will more be showing the highlights of my week and things I did, but also me talking about building a $1 million mindset, because the only thing you can control in this world or in your life is your mind, and the way that you think inevitably decides whether you're successful or not. And yeah, when I started this YouTube channel, that was my main goal, was to build a community of hardworking people that have a growth mindset or want to achieve that, and basically just make a community of people that are forever growing and changing for the better. With that being said, let's jump right into the video, guys. So yeah, before I jump into today's workout, I just wanted to start with this video. I was just working out and this old man comes up to me just asking me some questions. He started asking like how much I'm lifting basically, and was wondering if he was able to lift it or try it, and I let him and he was able to. And it was just really crazy to me because he's 91 years old. I didn't even think he was that old. He didn't look that old, and he was just telling me how he still works out and boxing, walking, running every day pretty much, and really just made me think like you really have no excuse to not do something. Like the only thing holding you back is the way that you think and the mindset you have, and that's the only thing you can control at the end of the day is your mind. You can't really control anything else, so why make excuses why not to do something? So the workout we're showing for this week is an arm workout. We did biceps, triceps, and a little bit of shoulders. So we just started out with some hammer curls. We did 3 sets of 10 reps each for this. And then, yeah, we moved on to a tricep workout, a little bit lighter weight, just did some rows. We did higher reps for this, though. I did 20 reps, same thing, 3 sets of that. And then we did just some normal curls as well. Same thing, I think I did 12 reps of these. Same thing, 3 sets. And then we did some overhead presses. We did about 15 reps of these for 3 sets as well. And then after that, we did just some, I don't even know what these things are called. But yeah, we did same thing, 15 reps for 3 sets. And then finally, we just ended with some Arnold presses, and we did those for a little bit heavier weight, lower reps. So we did these 8 reps for 4 or 5 sets. So overall, it was a good week trading. We only traded 3 out of the 5 days. I didn't trade Monday or Friday. It was just not a lot of movement. And then Monday, I didn't really see a setup, so I didn't take a trade that day. But the other days, we were profitable 2 out of the 3. So overall profitable for the week. That's exactly what we're looking for. So I'm just going to do a breakdown of some of the trades I took this week. So yeah, I'm just going to start out by showing y'all a little bit how I mark out levels. It's just something very basic, but like I said, after this week, trading stuff won't be in these vlogs. I'm going to make separate videos for that. So yeah, let's jump right into trading. A little bit about the levels, because some people did ask, is levels is basically wherever price changes. So you see wherever it goes from green candle to red candle or red to green, and you just mark out the opening of the second candle. So like obviously you see right here, right here. And then I also do mark out like market closes and market opens. And then key levels is like a bottom or top of a structure basically. So like you see this is a major point. So I marked it out with a yellow level. And then the red levels is the market open or market closes. And then the blue levels are just normal levels. Alright guys, so market just opened. It's 9:30 a.m. We got all of our levels marked out on the 1 hour, and then we take trades and look for setups on the 5 minute basically. And you see this is where the market opened right here. So as you can see, the market right now, this is the S&P 500. Overall, the last couple weeks or couple days, it's been in an overall downtrend. You can see it's forming higher lows, lower lows, higher lows. And then so down here, I'm expecting it to form a higher low up here, or even at this level. This would be ideal, and look for a pivot to short it to the downside. Or if it does continue down, I would even be willing to short like possibly one of these levels, but a pivot up here would be the ideal trade. And then this is NQ, so this isn't as clear of a downtrend as the S&P, so this is more of a range. So you see it's like going between these two major levels up here and just kind of going up and down between those. All right, guys, so we took one trade today on oil actually, and you see that it pivoted down here previously, so we just waited for it to come back down to this area, and we actually entered at this swing candle right here and rode it up to about right here. But you see the market open down here, and the last couple of days we kind of been in a range, but overall the last day or two we've been in a downtrend. Now if this breaks right here, I will wait for a break and retest and take a short. But if not, if it closes above, then it's looking more like a bounce and it might come up and close this gap. So we gonna see what happens, and yeah, let y'all know. We took two trades on NQ today. First one was right off the opening pretty much. You see it did a bounce pattern like those two long wicks. I entered on the second candle right there, and expecting it to do a gap fill because there's a gap from the previous day where it closed. So then I rode it up to this level right here, pretty much got out right there. And then second trade I took was a rejection, which I was expecting to happen. I knew it was either going to reject right here or up here, but you see it had three wick touches, and then I actually entered on this fourth candle right here. It was like one tick away from the level, so I entered right there and wrote it down to right about here. A nice almost 3 RR, 3 risk to reward, and the first one was a 4 risk to reward. So overall good day, made about 850. Yeah, so now just going back to a little bit what I was talking about in the beginning of this video. A big thing to be successful in life is just controlling your mind and the way that you think, and not letting external forces get to you. So like basically anything that happens in your life, good or bad, not to be getting overly excited and let it take you off track, but bad things, the same thing, not to let it mess with your head and get you down. And a big thing that's helped me, which was a struggle for me like year ago, was focusing on the process and not the results for whatever it is. What I mean when I say this is, if you're doing something and you're not seeing the results that you want, or feel like you're in a rut, it may not even be that you're not working hard enough or trying hard enough, because lots of people work hard every day, work mad hours every day, and aren't successful, right? So working hard is only really the half of it. So yeah, what a lot of people don't really think about is focusing on the little things that will make you better every day. So the little details. And yeah, I'm sure you've heard of the saying, practice makes perfect, right? Which practice will make you better, but it only gets you so far. The other key thing is reflection, right? Reflecting every day on the things that you do, the things that you do good, the things that you do bad, really just being your biggest critic, right? Like you need to really be hard on yourself if you want to get better at something, and focusing on getting just 1% better every day, fixing the little flaws, little things. Because if you keep practicing without reflection, you may first of all be practicing bad habits or practicing the wrong things. But also, even if you're not, it's just you're not going to get to the next level and be a professional in whatever you're trying to do. You're going to stay the same. And if you're not growing, you're dying, right? The key part is reflection doesn't take nearly as much time as the practice side does. People just don't do it because they're uncomfortable with seeing themselves and their flaws at the end of the day. Something I always say to myself is, if it's something you're scared of or something that you're uncomfortable with, it's even more of a reason to do it, because if you're comfortable, you're not growing, right? Like growing pains is a thing for a reason. And it's the same with as it is with muscles, as it is with your mind and the way that you think. But yeah, like I was saying, this really applies to anything, but the reason I'm bringing it up in this video is because mainly this is a key thing to being successful in sales. Like, you will not be successful in sales if you don't have this type of mindset. I'm going to be focusing on this week coming up for life insurance is really focusing on assumptive referrals. But yeah, if you can learn this one skill, really just learning people's networks and their social circles, and then being able to extract those referrals from them in an organic way and making it feel natural, will change the game for you in sales, because then you don't need leads, right? Like, you don't need a company, you're literally your own business, and you can basically just get people and sell people. It'll make you extremely successful in sales. Yeah, enough about that. We about to jump into the food we made this week. We made some ribs. So yeah, let me show y'all that. So for this week's food content, we made some baby back ribs. We put Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of hot sauce as a binder, and then put our own rub on it, which is just a mix of some different seasonings. And then we did a 3-2-1 method, so we smoked them for 3 hours, and then you see we wrapped them in foil, put them in the oven for about 2 hours. It was a little bit less, but we put it in there with some butter and some barbecue sauce to make them fall off the bone, and then threw them back on the grill for another 30 minutes just to tacken them up. We also made some rice and homemade barbecue sauce as well. Yeah, so just to wrap up this video, we did go to a car show, but had to stop for gas, almost ran out, and had to push it to the pump. It was stressing me out.
She's playing the wrong note. That's okay. We sing to anything.
They had a band too at the car show, but they didn't really know what they were doing. I'm not gonna lie.
Rock and roll. One more turn. Here we go.
So yeah, here's some of the cars from the car show. They're like older cars. Actually, some of them were pretty cool. I guess someone didn't get the memo that it was old cars and brought a Trackhawk though. But yeah, I was just talking with old people all day, got some knowledge, got some wisdom. That's really what it's all about, right? Well, that is it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and catch y'all in the next one.